Hello out there in internet land. This is episode 8 of the Stop the Damn Match Wrestling podcast. I'm your host, Phil Lamington. Sitting beside me to my left is my usual cohort who, whenever he points at the WrestleMania sign, it catches fire. JB, how are you, my friend?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sitting behind me is our other usual regular panelist who he doesn't get to point at the WrestleMania sign. Dr. Seamus, how are you?
Not too bad. Yeah, I don't get to point at it because there's none of it left.
It's disintegrated.
Returning for this very special podcast is our friend from Townsville, our amigo, our fourth member of the Crossface Academy, the Yellow Devil, Shogo. How are you, Shogs?
I'm doing pretty good. I was really tired when I got to Mackay yesterday, but I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for having me.
And making his debut on the Stop the Damn Match Wrestling podcast, because he's thought, all right, I'll cave and I'll do this. If Seamus is the professor, this man is the librarian. He's the keeper of the records of stuff when it comes to pro wrestling. He is the magician, Tim. How you going, Tim?
Hey, not so bad. A payday's a payday. Good.
Yeah, we're not getting monetized, mate.
Okay then. Well, see you later. I'm out of here.
Wait, you're paying Tim for this?
Not much.
I'll do a handshake.
I drove from Townsville to be here, and you're paying Tim, who lives down the road?
I bought you a pizza.
Yeah, okay, good point.
I bought everyone a goddamn pizza.
It was no cheese grater, though.
It's more than getting AEW.
All right. So we just finished watching the WWE Royal Rumble 2022 premium event. Fuck, that name shits me to tears. It's a pay-per-view, vids. Get with the program. I thought it was a pretty good pay-per-view all in all. But we'll get in with the matches. We're not going to go into heavy detail with the general matches, purely because, like, we'll be sitting here for hours.
That and a few of them were, quite uneventful, to say the least.
So we're going to start off first with the WWE Universal Championship match, which was between the champion Roman Reigns and Seth freaking Rollins. First thing that took me was Seth Rollins' entrance. How he came out to the Shield theme, dressed up like he was still a member of the Shield.
That was good.
That was really good. And
Definitely
it really set the tone for the match for me.
Yeah.
It was really good back and forward action between the pair. They had really good chemistry. And eventually... pardon me. Eventually, it ended in a slightly different finish that we're used to from WWE. It wasn't a roll-up pin. It ended with Roman Reigns putting Seth into the guillotine. And he looked like he was going to pass out. And then the referee went to do the thing where he raises his hand to see if he's still conscious. And he accidentally put his hand on the rope. And Roman Reigns wouldn't let go of the hold. And the referee DQ'd Roman Reigns. So Seth freaking Rollins won the match. And Roman Reigns retained the title because he can't win a title off a DQ.
Says both of them.
So we're going to start with JB. JB, what were your thoughts on the match?
Yeah, I thought it was good. Good heel build-up from Seth Rollins,
Well, Seth Rollins was the face.
Well, he was trying to be the bad guy to Roman Reigns. Like, trying to, logically screw with his head sort of thing by rehashing the Shield stuff and, making Roman, have to hate him more, which he did when he didn't let go of the guillotine at the end. Coming out to the Shield theme was brilliant. Dressed as the Shield, mind games. Seth Rollins is one of the biggest draws in the business, for the reason that he can be a believable heel and a believable good guy. And even when he's a good guy, he can still do heel things, like what he did. I thought it was a very heel tactic, despite him being the face. And as you said, great chemistry between the two. Good match. Good, solid match. The DQ finish might have been a little bit, but it protects both of them, It shows that Seth could probably hang with Roman, and Roman, keeps the title, which sets up, obviously, his future match. But yeah, no, I thought it was good. I thought it was good. Good,
Yeah,
strong match.
What would you give it out of 5?
I give it 4 out of 5. It was
4
good.
out of 5, yeah?
Yeah.
Tim.
Wasn't here for it. Missed it.
Oh, you
yeah,
missed
I
it.
was a
That's
late
right.
comer.
That's okay. All right. Yeah, I've completely forgot that bit. Shogo.
I'll admit, I hate Roman Reigns. I do not like him. He's got the what is it? The 3-4 moves of doom, and that's it.
That's fighting words with Johnny. He's going to fight you.
Yeah,
He's gonna
well,
fight you at the front of my house.
yeah, well, Johnny can go suck a lemon.
Oh,
I'm sucking a pasito. It's close enough.
That's close enough. That'll do. No, I cannot stand Roman Reigns, and I get the feeling even if he does get better, I probably still won't be able to stand him because Vince has just try to shove him down our throats for too long, saying this is your new champion now, you will love him, this, that, the other, and I'll be like, nah. So even if Roman does get better on his own terms, I don't see myself liking him. Having said that, though, I did say the same thing about a few other wrestlers. So give him time. He might warm up to me, but still, it's just Superman punch, Superman spear, and Superman whatever else he's got in his arsenal. I do give the match 3.5 out of 5. I did enjoy it, but that was mainly because Seth freaking Rollins carried the whole thing.
Dr. Sheamus?
yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed the match. Like the entrance, as you said, set the stage for pretty much the rest of the match with throwbacks to the Shield. Not only that, there was Shield bomb on the announce table for the first match. Poor announcers. Then you also had a few other moves that they used to do just to mess with Roman. So it was really good storytelling throughout it. I mean, both these guys been in the business for quite a while and been very successful, which is really good to see. The end fell a bit flat for me, like a DQ in a pay-per-view. Rather not have them there, but at least there was only one, so that was something. But yeah, I give it 4.5. The half of the star being lost because of the finish.
Yeah, I gave it 4.5 as well. I thought it was a really solid match. I didn't deduct any points because of the ending of the match because it wasn't a surprise roll-up pin, which seems to buck the WWE trend. And they worked really well together. I think it'll extend the feud into the next pay-per-view, which is the Saudi Arabia show for Elimination Chamber.
Maybe, or they go to Mania.
And I seem to be enjoying Roman Reigns' work as a heel more than I am as a babyface. It's almost like Vince McMahon has learned his lesson with John Cena about ramming someone down their throat. Pardon me? Ramming it down their throat, but realising that at some point you've got to turn them heel in order to build them back up as a babyface.
Yeah.
I think, Tim, you could agree with me on that to a degree.
Yeah, it's gotten to the point, but I having not watched in a long time, you're talking about building up for the next hasn't the Shield build up been 5 years? Like, it just seems a little slowly played and like playing on old tropes. Again, without seeing the match, not taking away from the match, but I'd like to see something new or a new reason. If you're still fighting over the Shield 5 years later, then what's the point? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just why it's a dead thing that it's been done. You've been Marty Jannetty'd already, so get over it.
But I gave it 4.5 stars. I thought it was a really entertaining match, and I thought it was a really great way to kick off the pay-per-view. So coming up next is the Women's Royal Rumble match. So coming out, I am going to go through who came out in what order and then who was eliminated.
Yep.
So coming out first was Sasha Banks, and number two was Melina from Eminem fame, making her WWE return because she's been with NWA, hasn't she?
I believe so.
Yeah. But she was only in it for literally long enough to do her entrance, do a couple of poses, get really upset that she was in a Royal Rumble, and then get dumped out by Sasha Banks. So she was the first person eliminated. Then Tamina came out.
There's nobody meaner.
Nobody meaner than Tamina, other than watching her matches.
Except for Melina.
Number 4 was Kelly, who she was the second person eliminated by Sasha Banks. Number 5 was Aaliyah, Number 6 was Liv Morgan. Number 7 was Queen Zelina, who eliminated Sasha Banks.
She put on a pretty good performance.
Yeah, she did all right, yeah. Number 8 was Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair put on a really good show.
Yeah, she did.
Bianca just doing Bianca things.
Yeah, I think I'm a fan of her now. I really hated her when she first started out because she couldn't wrestle. And from what I saw, yeah, she's improved heaps. So, hey,
Look,
tops to her.
She's still not perfect in the ring.
Oh,
She
no,
does
God,
need
no.
a lot of work, but in out and out power and being able to get that over, she does really well.
It's power.
Number 9 was Dana Brooke. Number 10 was Michelle McCool. And then Dana Brooke was eliminated by Michelle McCool. And then after that, Sonya Deville came out in 11th. And then 12th was Natalia, who then promptly eliminated Tamina. And yeah, Dana Brooke was eliminated by Michelle McCool. Number 13 was Cameron making her return, the other half of the Funkadactyls alongside Naomi,
Woo, yay.
who,
The crowd goes mild.
I think everyone was just like, who's this?
Yeah.
What is she doing in here? Why don't we have Asuka?
You know why? It's because everyone's got COVID and we fired everyone else.
Yeah, and why is she coming out to Brodus Clay's theme song? And why is
Because
Brodus
that
Clay
was
coming
her entrance music.
and,
back in the day.
and why is Brodus Clay coming out to Ernest the Cat Miller's theme song?
Where is Brodus Clay?
Where's Ernest the Cat? And why wasn't he in the Rumble?
They're all dead.
Because he's in a feud with fucking Glacier.
What?
Frozen in time.
Ernest the Cat is, or
Is Glacier,
Yeah.
Glacier still alive?
Yeah,
Ernest the Cat is still alive?
he wrestled
What?
last year, didn't he?
Yeah, Glacier was in E
Yeah,
AEW.
he certainly turned up at a couple of fanfares, yeah.
But Cameron was promptly eliminated by Sonya Deville. Coming out next was Cameron's former friend Naomi,
Boo.
Woo, yay.
who then promptly eliminated Sonya Deville because they've got a feud going on apparently, allegedly.
Yeah, I have a really hard time caring about anything that Naomi is involved with.
I have a hard time caring about Naomi.
That too.
15th was Carmella, and 16th was Rhea Ripley, who promptly eliminated Carmella.
Hey, you forgot to say Carmella in a gimp mask.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what the hell was with that?
I have no
Because
idea.
she had a broken nose a couple of months ago.
Yeah, but broken nose doesn't mean you wear gimp mask to, or do you?
Hang on.
Am I
I've got a
missing
really
something?
good video of you, Shogo, in a gimp mask, and I just can't not think about it. Sorry, you are not the person to comment about gimp masks.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Tim. That
It-
could have been anybody behind that
It
dog
certainly
gimp
could have
mask.
been anyone.
Cody Rhodes and
But it
Scott
wasn't.
Cody Rhodes and Scott Steiner both wore face masks when they had their noses exploded.
Yeah, but were they gimp masks though?
And Sheamus.
And Sheamus, yeah.
Hey, Brutus the Beefcake got it.
Yeah.
His face got exploded by a bloody
Vader?
skier.
No, that's because he was the beard, because he was the disciple in the NWO.
Oh, and what about what's his face? Joe Mercury or something?
Joe Mercury, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, his face got exploded by Matt Hardy and a ladder.
just
Oh, I thought it
his
was
nose
Jeff
with a
Hardy.
ladder.
Wasn't it Jeff Hardy that jumped on the ladder?
Oh, it was
Jeff
one of
and,
the
it was
Hardys.
Jeff and Matt. Both-
Whichever one was sober at the time.
One of them held it.
So neither.
Sorry, neither of them.
It was the ladder. The
At least
ladder
it
was the
wasn't the
sober
drone.
Oh, God.
That's all I can say.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
one.
He won't save you.
Sorry, where were we, Phil?
And then Queen Selena got eliminated straight after by Rhea Ripley. And then 17 was Charlotte Flair, who she eliminated Aaliyah. Yeah. So, number 18 was Ivory in her Right to Censor music and
Yes.
outfit, who
Brilliant.
came out and berated all the girls on her way to the ring.
I
And that was promptly eliminated by Ripley.
gotta admit, it was very nice.
It was well done.
It was really nice seeing Ivory again.
And it was great to hear that music, I'll be honest.
Well, after watching Naomi,
That's Tim's entrance music, isn't it?
Hey, yeah, well.
But I would have liked it if she was still running her mouth as she was walking back down the entranceway after she got eliminated.
Oh man,
That would have really set it off for me. Like, it would have been just the little cherry on top of the cake.
that was. Like, I gotta admit, that was really nostalgic to watch. Like even if it was one of the bad times, right? Like Right to Censor were excellent heels, and it took me 10 years or so to appreciate that, and it was just a really nice. It was a really nice nostalgic hit.
And the goat entrance
This
music.
is Stevie Richards, Bull Buchanan, The Godfather.
I don't know, the Good Father and
Sorry.
and Val Venus.
Val
Val
Venus,
Venus and
yeah.
Ivory, yeah.
I feel like I'm missing somebody.
No, that's all.
No, that was all. That was
it
all.
It was Stevie Richards, Bull Buchanan, The Good Father, Val Venus,
Ivory.
and Ivory.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. Sorry, I thought we were missing somebody.
No.
And Ivory got into a feud with China and was never seen again.
Yeah. Number 19 is the Hall of Fame with the worst entrance music ever, and I wish someone would fix that shit. Or how about we just don't put up with Brie Bella anymore?
Oh Christ!
Number 20 was the current TNA. They're not called TNA anymore. The Impact Knockouts champion, and they were nice enough to acknowledge that and let her come out to her Impact entrance music. Mickey James
With the belt.
With the belt.
with the belt. I'm amazed WWE didn't put that in a garbage bag.
Well, I'm amazed. Well, actually, that
There's still
reminds me.
time.
Didn't Brie do the whole yes, yes, yes chant?
She did.
Yes. she did.
So I'm just wondering, they let Mickey James slide with the whole, bringing the belt out thing. I'm just wondering if they're going to let the yes, yes, yes thing slide, or if she
That'll be fun. They
Well, I
need to
think the Bellas
realize.
are going to bring their beards out.
And Daniel Bryan was actually backstage.
was he.
Yeah, he
Wait,
was there. He
they
put
let
up
him
photos.
backstage?
He put up photos on Instagram because he was looking after the kids.
Wow, I'm surprised they let him backstage.
I am.
He left on good terms though.
Well, okay, fair enough.
And then went to work for the opposition, though.
You need
Yeah.
to realize there's more wrestling companies out there than just WWE. Like, you got to stop fucking burying your head in the sand just because you don't want to accidentally promote another product.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. You mean there's more than WWE and AEW?
But this
Well,
is Vince
in
with-
Vince McMahon's bubble, there's only WWE because he's not AEW's not competition. His competition is UFC and The Simpsons.
Which
He's
you'll-
the one who's got his head buried either up his ass or in the sand.
Or a sandy butthole.
That too. Number 21 was... God, what is she still doing around wrestling? Alicia Fox.
Oh, why? Oh, okay. I think I hate her more than Naomi, only because she has the ability to fuck up and get other people fired.
Michelle McCool got eliminated by Mickey James.
She had a good run. She had a good run, but she was in there for a while.
Who, Michelle
Michelle
McCool?
McCool, yeah.
Yeah, she was.
and Mickey as well.
Yeah.
Then after that, Nikki ASH came out.
Yeah, that's a no from me.
Thank you, Simon.
Well, Michelle landed a Styles Clash as well.
Yeah, that was actually really impressive.
Well, she used the move.
Oh,
for
the
ages.
Faith Breaker.
Yeah, the Faith Breaker.
Yeah, the Styles Clash. We all know what it's really called.
Which she wasn't allowed to use for ages because it was banned until Jericho got it unbanned against AJ.
Yeah. Number 23 was Summer Rae, who, wow, she looked awful.
Ugh, yeah.
Like, I know she's a model now, like she does runway modeling and all that, but my God, lady, eat a burger for Christ's sake.
She's a plane.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't know what runway modeling is.
Runway model.
Runway modeling. You know, where they walk down the catwalk and like that song,
So-
I'm Too Sexy.
So when do they bring out the aeroplanes?
Runway modeling. The B-52.
When they crash it into the fucking World Trade Center. There you go.
Oh.
There you go.
Well, if we're ever monetized, we're not anymore.
Dude.
We were
Demonetized.
getting monetized anyway. And then she was promptly eliminated by Natalia. 24 is the other one who I wish would piss off and not come back. Nikki Bella.
Yeah.
Who
Screwed over John Cena? Yeah, she did.
Oh, she screwed John Cena, all right.
Well, yeah, that too.
Number 25 was Sarah Logan.
Yes.
She was promptly eliminated by the Bellas, who decided to work together.
Unfortunately.
and Alicia Fox was also eliminated by both the Bellas.
Any good thing that they did.
True.
True. Coming out next was Hall of Famer Lita at 26.
She still got moves, man.
Yeah, she can
Absolutely.
still go.
What-
I know her neck is wrecked, but she can still go in the ring.
Is she like in her late 40s, like early 50s or something?
I think she's 48.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Approaching 50.
Horrible outfit, but
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that
Hey.
was a disaster.
Oh,
Was a fashion designed by Matt Hardy.
Probably.
Probably.
no, he's drone.
King Maxwell.
Yeah.
Oh, Vanguard one.
Hey.
Come-
But look, Lita, it was really... look, she's still got moves after her absence, and I just... Yeah.
Yeah, she landed Twist of Fate.
That too, and she... Oh, I forget what it was she landed, but I nearly got up out of my seat for that one. I'll have to watch the footage again.
Moonsault.
I actually wanted Lita to win it.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
lot
I
of people
wanted
that
Lita
wanted her to win
versus
it.
Charlotte and have a match at WrestleMania.
I think we all wanted Lita to win it.
I don't think Tim wanted her to win it.
Oh no, I absolutely could see it just to give Charlotte another legend to squash, well not squash, but defeat it
To
Mania.
retire.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm surprised it wasn't her either.
No, she landed Hurricane Rana from the top rope.
That's right.
Mm.
Yep. Hey, she's still got moves, baby.
Absolutely.
And then in 27th was Molly Holly, who came out and she
Didn't even make it to the ring.
she
pretty
got
much.
she got in the ring, but she was attacked by Nikki ASH because Molly Holly came out as Mighty Molly.
To the Hurricanes music too.
It's Hurricanes music, and Nikki was in waiting and did her over like anything. But I think Molly did. Did Molly land the Molly go round on?
No, she didn't.
No.
No, that was later.
That was later.
Um,
She didn't even get any offense in. She just got beat up, chucked in, then chucked out.
Yeah, pretty much. It was the whole Ivory effect. Well, except she lasted a lot longer than Ivory, I reckon.
and then Brie Bella eliminated Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan had a really good showing in this. Like she came in at number 6 and was eliminated fairly late in the day. Then Mickie James was eliminated by Lita. And then it was... Because I've got my list all cockeyed. And then Molly Holly was eliminated by Nikki ASH. Then coming out at number 28 was Ronda Rousey making her return to WWE.
Good fucking God.
You
Champ
really
is
don't
here.
like her, do you?
Look, she has said some unsavory things about the wrestling industry, and she has... yeah, put it this way. Look, I used to be a really big fan of hers. Nowadays, not so much, and I will leave it at that.
Well, she came in and eliminated Nikki ASH.
Okay, for that I'm thankful for.
Then after that, Shotzi Blackheart came out at 29. And then at number 30 was Shayna Baszler.
Yeah.
And then Nikki Bella was eliminated by... I can't even read my own writing. So if you've watched it, you know who eliminated her. I can't be
think
asked.
it was Shayna. I think.
Yeah,
Didn't one of the Bellas knock the other Bella out?
Yeah,
No,
one of the-
yeah,
yeah.
sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
One of the Bellas knocked the other one out, and then.
and then, yeah, that's right. Brie knocked out Nikki.
Nikki
And
That's
then
right.
Ronda Rousey eliminated Brie.
and someone else at the same time, and Shotzi. She eliminated both of them at the same time by putting them in a double armbar on the corner.
No, that was Nikki ASH.
Was it? There was two
Yeah.
people at the same time. She had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then after that, God, I've got to find my place here. Oh, here we go. Natalia got eliminated by Ronda Rousey.
Mhm.
Then Lita got eliminated by Charlotte.
Boo.
Then Rhea Ripley got eliminated by Charlotte.
Double boo.
And then Shotzi got eliminated by Charlotte.
Take it or leave it.
Then Shayna Baszler got eliminated by Charlotte.
Yeah. Yeah, I can... yeah. Whatever.
Killing spree.
Yeah.
And then Bianca Belair got eliminated by Charlotte. And then Charlotte was eliminated by
Charlotte?
Ronda Rousey.
Yes.
So, we'll start with Tim, even though I think you came in halfway through the match. So we'll get your thoughts on the half that you saw.
Look, it was better than I expected. Still mediocre. As I say, not having watched for a while, I don't know a lot of these in-depth storylines a bit, but nothing seemed to come out of it. It just really felt like, I know Rumbles are hard, but it just felt like a few bits here and there leading to the end to get to Rousey facing in front of, what's her name, bloody Flair. So, I don't know, it just felt like 45 minutes of 5 minutes, all it needed to be. Nothing in it really jumped out as a huge thing. I get the diversity. I'm not against women's wrestling in any way, shape or form, but I don't feel the need for a women's rumble. It just feels like overkill to me, personally.
I think. I'll get Shogo's thoughts. Shogo, you spill your beans on it.
All right. I like the fact that they played on nostalgia by bringing in Lita and Ivory.
Mm-hmm.
I did like her little rant before she got eliminated by Rhea Ripley. And I do agree with Tim. I don't think Women's Rumble is really necessary. It's just it just feels very forced, in my opinion. And the fact that they had to find 30 women wrestlers to begin with, and half of them aren't even that good. And I'm not trying to knock them. Well, I guess I am in a way, but it's just a lot of those, a lot of that talent was subpar. And furthermore, if you're trying to bring in, good women wrestlers, where the hell was Asuka? Like, that was a really big question, because here I am hoping she comes in at number 30, and who do we get? Shayna Baszler. Oh, big freaking whoop. I'm not a fan of Shayna Baszler in the slightest. She has no personality. Like, she can move. She's got moves. Very little to zero personality.
So you didn't want to see the Bella Twins instead? Huh?
Hell no! do I look like I pee sitting down?
Shayna Baszler
Yes.
at least fucking has an MMA background.
Well, to answer the statement, Shogo, well, you do pee when you have a poo as well. So you pee sitting down while you're having a poo. So yeah, you do pee sitting down.
Well, this conversation deteriorated quickly.
Tim's like, I don't do a poo sitting down.
I'm hardcore.
No, but in all honesty, I just wanted, I wanted Asuka and even Io Shirai to be there. And if you're gonna, bring in, if you're gonna bring in people that don't wrestle for WWE anymore, like, did anyone try to bring Kairi Sane back?
Apparently, they were trying to bring her back.
Yeah,
for
they're
it.
trying to.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it failed then. Well, obviously it failed then.
And Xia Li as well. She was missing.
Yeah.
And no celebrity. Like, if you're going to throw a Johnny Knoxville or someone like that into a into the male one, why didn't they have Nicole Kidman? Just throwing it out there, like, whatever. But like,
I wouldn't mind seeing Nicole Kidman in a
throw
skimpy outfit
someone
getting
out
thrown
there.
over a top rope.
How is they not cashing in on that?
They can't afford the insurance.
Well,
Johnny Knoxville doesn't need insurance.
Yeah, Johnny Knoxville don't care.
Well,
Johnny Knoxville is his own insurance.
Yeah.
why wasn't Johnny in the female rumble? That would have been better.
Oh,
That would have made total sense. Like, absolutely.
Just getting kicked in the balls.
Yeah,
a
just
bunch.
getting absolutely nailed. Like, would not get any offensive off at all. But it would be amazing.
So, Shogo, what would you give it out of 5?
I'll admit, the parts that I liked, I really liked, but there were more parts that I hated in that Rumble, and I would probably give it a 3 out of 5. Like, I didn't hate it to the point where I, would give it -5 stars, but I just, couldn't justify giving it a, full mark.
Johnny?
That was a good match. I mean, a decent match. I liked the nostalgia of Ivory as well, and Lita. It was great. The Melina thing when she came in second, though, like, you bring her in as like this big emotional moment because she's never been in a Rumble before, and the crowd's like laughing it up, and then she gets eliminated in 10 seconds. Like, I don't understand that. Like nothing.
Yeah.
Like, no offense at all. Like, what's the point of her being there? It's like, when
Cheap pop.
yeah, but
And the worst thing is she can wrestle too.
yeah, but they just decided to not use her. Like, she couldn't be in there for even a couple of minutes. Like, even until, like, the third person came in. You couldn't give her anything. You made her, like, come to St. Louis, get dressed up, go out there. You know, this big entrance. You know, she's all emotional and shit. And then she gets fucking 10 seconds of match time where she doesn't land anything.
Hear me out.
And
Maybe
she's out. And she's out, and that's it.
maybe she's emotional because she knew it was coming.
You just get your, like, fucking... You get your appearance fee and you fuck off. And it's like, well, what's the point? If you're going to do that, you know, do it in the middle of the match.
That actually reminds me, what was with the big cosplay event?
Yeah, a lot of the
So
women came out.
you had Sasha Banks dressing up as Sailor Moon and some other lady dressing up as Trinity and...
She wasn't actually dressed up like Trinity.
Well, whatever.
She looks like Trinity and she's dressed like that, but it's not because she's...
Queen Zelina as Motto.
Yeah, well, no, I'm just saying, what was with that? Because we had one of the other girls dressing up as Joker or something, and that was weird.
No, it's just because
It's
they
probably
can.
just a Rumble gimmick, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's just it's like Rumble's always fun, one-off event.
Yeah, but shouldn't you save that shit for Halloween?
Yeah, but
They don't do
for,
Halloween
for
shit.
a lot of these people,
maybe they should.
they don't get a lot of TV time, and if they're going to be in a Royal Rumble match, which is a kind of a big deal, being in a Royal Rumble,
It is.
you
One of the
want to
biggest
wear
events.
something that is memorable. That's a one-off.
Same thing they do with Mania. They get all dressed up for Mania.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you give it out of 5, John?
Yeah, I give it a 2.
2.
Yeah,
Jesus,
I didn't think it was that great.
Seamus?
I'll give it a 3. It was pretty solid. Like, it wasn't the greatest Rumble in the world, but it wasn't the worst. Good points being, like, Ivory coming out, of course. Seeing Molly Holly come out for, like, 2 seconds. But it was just nice nostalgia. That's pretty much all that was. And Ronda coming back, but as much as Shogo hates it, it is a talking point, which is good.
What do you give it out of 5?
3.
3. For me, look, I gave it a 4.5 out of 5. I thought it was. I actually enjoyed it more than the men's Rumble. But the reason why it's lost half a point, and I nearly put it down to 4. Did we really need Kelly? Do we really need the Bellas? Do we really need Nikki Fox?
No.
You know, Summer Rae. Like, do we really need Summer Rae? She hasn't been relevant ever. Do we need Cameron? No.
Hence my
Yeah.
point. If you take that many out, there's no need for a women's rumble.
You know,
You don't have the women. You don't. Yeah.
I think it might be a really good idea if they stop releasing their women's wrestlers. You know,
Or the ones that are good, at least, anyway.
well, I mean,
Yeah.
Toni Storm quit of her own volition, so something must have really pissed her off to get her to walk, because she was one of the most talented women's wrestlers on the roster, and here she is bailing because she's had enough of the bullshit. Where was Asuka? No Asuka. Where was Io Shirai? I can understand if Kairi Sane couldn't make it. I mean, she's in Japan. Yeah, it might be a little bit difficult to get her over from Japan to America because of all this COVID nonsense.
She's already over, though.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean, they've got NXT women. Why are they not putting the NXT Women's Champion in the Rumble?
That's exactly right.
You know,
They had the women's champion already there. Charlotte was already in the match.
no,
Why not?
she's the SmackDown Women's Champion.
Yeah, but as in, she was in...
I mean, why is she in the match?
yeah.
Why
Yeah, you're
is
the
she in the
champion.
match?
Why is a champion?
You're supposed to be setting up the feud for WrestleMania, not putting her in. This fucking idea of putting the WWE champion or whatever champion in the Rumble shouldn't be happening. It should not. They shouldn't be there.
The only exception for that should be if the title itself is on the line.
And it shouldn't be on the line. It shouldn't be on the
Yeah.
line. This is determining who's going to face the champion at Mania.
Yeah.
You know? It's just... yeah. So, 4.5 stars, but there was...
Shenaniganry.
Yeah. Okay, the next match, I didn't actually get to see the next match, but it was the Raw Women's title match between Becky Lynch and Doudrop.
Match of the night.
Yeah, it was
Match of the
good.
night?
oh,
was
yeah,
good.
it was great.
From the sound of you guys while I was ordering the pizzas, it sounded like it was a hard-hitting contest.
It really was.
And Becky Lynch won by landing the manhandle slam from the second rope. And from the way you guys are talking, it sounded like it was a 4 out of 5 match.
Yeah,
Easily.
yeah. It
Yeah.
wasn't in
Oh,
Japan, so I can't give it a Meltzer 5. But yeah, 4.5
Yeah?
Yeah, it was brilliant. Like, Dewdrop can fucking wrestle.
Tim, what if I, as a Japanese person, allow you to give it 5 stars? Would you give it 5 stars?
I'm still. I can't be associated with Meltzer.
No, that's if you give it 6 out of 5 stars.
Yeah, well, that's it.
But you can only give it a 5-star, more than 5 stars if it involves the Young Bucks or Kenny Omega.
In Japan, exactly.
Yeah.
It's definitely.
I think Dave Meltzer is a bit of a dickhead, to be honest. But
No, it was a good
Oh,
match.
I put more faith in Jim Cornette, to be honest.
Wow.
Where's my tennis racket?
But guys, I am going to have to cut it a bit early. I've got to go. My boss is here. But thank you for having me on.
Thank you for.
No worries.
being
I will
here.
cut it out soon, but I will hopefully be on another cast soon. Dewdrop, match of the night, worker of the night. Easy.
All right, so what would you guys give the Raw Women's title match out of 5? We'll start with JB.
I'll easily give it a 4.5.
Yeah.
That was match of the night. Like, Dewdrop can go. She's a big girl, but she can fucking go.
And she's cute. She is really cute.
She can go. You know, and Becky could carry her, you know. It was a-
That actually, sorry to interrupt, that actually reminds me of someone else who was missing from the Royal Rumble. Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, Bliss
where
wasn't
the
there
hell's
either.
she?
Yeah, they've been doing all these vignettes like the build to the Royal Rumble, her return to the Royal Rumble or whatever.
And then she wasn't there,
And she wasn't there.
Do you reckon she might have got COVID or something?
possibly.
Oh,
That's all right.
It's a possibility.
I think you and JB want to fight over who wants to give her mouth to mouth anyway. So.
Oh, I don't want to fight, but I will kill him. I will. I don't want to.
I don't want to fight, but I will kill him.
Kill him. Kill him now.
I don't want to, but I will if I have to.
Sorry, all I can think now is Glory of Love by Peter Cetera.
Oh my god.
All right, so you gave it 4,
4.5, man.
4.5?
Good match.
Okay. Seamus?
I'll give it a 4, but I did miss out on a partial bit of that because we were ordering pizza.
Yeah, that's true. And Shogo?
4.5 easily. Look, she will always be Piper Niven to me, so I'm gonna call her Piper Niven because I just calling her Dewdrop is just a bit weird for me.
Yeah, it's a stupid name, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Anyway, look,
It kind of feels like it's fat shaming her.
she
It is.
knows how to cannonball roll.
Yeah.
And like she landed that perfectly onto Becky Lynch, which is why you heard us from the other room going, "Whoa!" And she landed a perfect senton.
Yeah.
And you could feel it. You know, you could see it in the slow motion replay when it was crushing Becky Lynch. It was awesome to watch, man.
You just wanted to be in Becky's spot.
Actually, I kind of did. Hey, Piper Niven, if you're listening, give me a call.
What would you give it out of 5?
I just said 4.5.
4.5? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Look, match of the night easily. It was freaking amazing.
Yeah, it was very well done.
All right, so the next match, which I think Shogo you missed because you were getting the pizzas,
Yeah.
is the WWE Championship match between Brock Lesnar, who's the champion, versus Bobby Lashley.
Bobby who?
Yeah, Bobby who. Look, I mean, it started off with a whole bunch of German suplexes and stuff, but really this was a boring hoss fight between two guys who it started to show shades of Lesnar versus Goldberg from WrestleMania 20.
So
It
same
really was a slow plodding match.
So same old shit.
And then towards the end of the match, Roman Reigns comes out, attacks Brock Lesnar, and then Paul Heyman gives Roman Reigns the WWE title and turns on Brock Lesnar, and Bobby Lashley pins him and wins the WWE title.
Excellent.
And it was at this moment that Phil and I managed to find out which way the men's Royal Rumble was going to go.
It was also at this point that we found out that when Ronda Rousey, who won the Women's Royal Rumble, was busy pointing at the WrestleMania sign, she managed to make it set fire.
By pointing at it.
She pointed at it too hard.
Finger pointer doom.
By the way, I just want to take this time to say, Kevin Nash and Hulk Hogan, if you are listening to this, I apologize to you. I am very sorry for making fun of you for all this time for the finger poke of doom. I thought it was stupid at the time. I didn't realize it was a legitimate move, and Ronda Rousey has proven otherwise by pointing at the WrestleMania sign and making it go up flame.
Literally creating fire.
Yes,
Yeah.
I just wanted to get that off my chest. I am sorry. I take back every mean thing that I said.
So, Seamus, what would you give the WWE Championship match?
I give it a 2. It was very, very slow. Like, if you're going to have two big men, have them fight over strength, have it quick, have them just beat the living fuck out of each other for a good, 5-10 minutes. Don't make it go out for 20 minutes and then end it with bullshittery that someone comes out. Like, if you're going to do that, make it short and sweet. Don't drag it out. If you're going to drag it out, have two people that have more of a move set than about 4 or 5 moves. Give it to AJ and Shinsuke. Give them, those two can go for 20, 25 minutes because they got different moves they can use. It doesn't go suplex, 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 clothesline, suplex, F5. Come on, give us something more.
What would you give it out of 5?
2.
2, yeah. JB?
I'm going to give it 3. It was a good match. I mean, unfortunately for everyone who fucking waited 20 years for it, it wasn't quite the fucking pinnacle of fucking athleticism we expected it to fucking be. I think our now departed cohort Timmy was right when he said they should have gone with an MMA style angle.
Yeah.
Considering both of them are ex-MMA fighters. I didn't see one double leg takedown or, a punching exchange or
Even a Kimura.
a fucking knee or a Kimura. Yeah, even a Kimura.
Yeah.
Which Brock has used.
Johnny Knoxville did a spectacular double leg takedown, by the way.
Yeah, Johnny Knoxville did a brilliant double leg
We'll get
takedown.
And he's not even a wrestler.
But you couldn't have the two fucking All-Americans fucking ex-MMA fighters do a double leg takedown. I think they left a lot of money on the table.
There we go.
Because, for the athleticism that they have, I couldn't even say that.
Athleticism?
That one. And the MMA background, and yeah, they're big dudes, but you can do more than a suplex. And we know you can do more than a suplex. I feel like we got shortchanged pretty hard. Yeah, but it does now set up WrestleMania perfectly.
It felt like it was two really big guys who were afraid to hurt each other.
Yeah.
And I agreed with Tim, they should have put more MMA stuff into it. The problem is that they're entertaining an 80-year-old man who does not think MMA style matches are entertaining because he is so stuck in the past of Hulk Hogan is such an amazing fucking wrestler.
He doesn't think MMA style matches are entertaining?
Well,
I would like to see the buy rates of UFC versus WWE.
2 years ago, there was a match between, I think it was Natalia and Shayna Baszler. And Shayna went full MMA with the match. They tore it up.
Yeah.
And this was when they were in the Thunderdome era.
Yeah.
They finished the match, they went backstage, and then Vince told them to go back out and redo the match because he said it was crap. Because no one would believe that in a wrestling ring. And so they had to go out and do a more WWE style match. And that's what the one that aired.
Did Brock Lesnar and Cain Velasquez do an MMA style match
They did.
on pay-per-view?
They beat the shit out of each other.
And it was fucking good, even though Cain lost, because it was retribution for Cain actually beating the living piss out of Brock Lesnar in the UFC.
They fought for a good 5-10 minutes.
And it was good.
And who's going to tell them, no, you can't?
It's like, ooh, the biggest man in WWE versus the guy that legitimately kicked his ass for the UFC heavyweight title. You gotta tell him to stop.
Exactly.
It was good. Not because Cain Velasquez is still my favorite fucking fighter, even though he's in Mexico now, but
I thought Anderson Silva was your favourite fighter.
Anderson Silva and Cain Velasquez are my favorite fighters. Both of them. I'm allowed to have two. But anyway, I think MMA style matches can work, and we should have seen more of it in this match. But we didn't. And they left money on the table, and now
you want that money.
Now I want the money.
Where's my
off
money?
the table.
Here comes the money.
I want the money. Here comes the money off the table.
Well, I gave it a 2 out of 5. I thought it was just boring. It reminded me of Goldberg versus Lesnar at WrestleMania 20, and the only thing that salvaged it was the finish. At
least back then you had Stone Cold as the special guest.
Yeah. Then the next match. My explanation for my feelings on this match, I've explained it on my F1 podcast once at the end of last year describing a driver, so JB will be familiar with it. So the next match was Edge and Beth Phoenix versus The Miz and Maurice.
Can we skip this one?
No.
My answer to how I feel about this match is $2.99.
All right.
$2.99.
I gave it 1 out of 5. It was the most boring, disinteresting, pathetic display by 4 people who should know a lot better. It wasn't like it was bad timing or anything. It was just a nothing match. It actually made the match before it seem a lot better than it should have.
Maybe that was the point.
You know, it's just... And you could tell it was sucking the life out of the crowd.
Yeah, that was no noise.
Yeah, that was like a pee break match.
You might as well have been back in the fucking Thunderdome for it.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm pretty sure Shogun did go and take a pee in this match.
I think he did too. Well, what would you give it, JB?
I'd give it 1 out of 5. I mean, like you said, during it, it's like every pay-per-view needs its low point. This was the low point.
Yeah, we had 2 low points in a row.
No, I didn't think the Lashley match was that bad. I thought it was decent. It could have been better. I thought it was decent enough. But this was fucking terrible, and it sucks that Edge had to be involved in this. Because he's had great match after great match since he's come back. This dragged him fucking down a lot. Like, why did you have to have this as a match? Why couldn't Beth Phoenix be in the Women's Rumble and Edge be in the Men's Rumble? And fucking, you know, you could have had Miz in the Men's Rumble and Miz, I forgot her name.
Maurice.
Yeah, forgettable. In the fucking women's, and you could
She's
have
unforgettable. You just look at her and just go.
you could have had Beth Phoenix find Maurice in the women's rumble and bash each other there, and then you could have had Miz find Edge in the men's rumble and they beat each other up there.
And you know, to go on top of that, that's the whole point of a rumble match is you have a lot of mini storylines.
Have your stupid mixed tag match on fucking SmackDown when no one fucking cares.
Yeah.
Or the fucking 3rd hour of Raw that no one watches. No one gives a fuck. Like, go have your fucking mixed tag match on not a pay-per-view. And stop sucking the life out of the fucking room.
Sheamus?
Yeah, I'll give this one a 1 out of 5. And it does suck that Edge was involved in this. He's a good wrestler. Same with Beth. They're both good wrestlers separately. Mixed tag matches are not meant
They're always
to
a
be.
fucking dumpster fire.
Always boring matches.
Yeah.
Maybe if you have it as a tornado tag, yes, that would work because then you can at least play off each other. But tag matches are great if they can work together. But because mixed tag matches, the way that they work is you can't attack the opposing sex. What's the fucking point?
Yeah, but Beth's like one of those women that they're like China. Like
Yeah,
you can have a
she can
match
go with the boys.
You can have a match with China and have the man beat the shit out of China and it not be that domestic violence level.
Yeah,
Beth I could see like Miz and Beth could have a match.
yeah, but the problem is Maurice.
But Edge spearing Maurice is like the end of Maurice.
She's broken in half.
You'd be scooping Maurice's top half out of the fucking mat and her bottom half out of Rosette.
That's the thing. Yeah, if that is
Like
replaced,
Edge couldn't go with Maurice, but Beth could go with Miz.
yeah, that's the thing. If they replace Maurice with somebody that actually can go like with the boys,
Even like a Shayna Baszler. Or
Shayna Baszler, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Or Ronda even fucking
Yeah, Ronda could go.
yeah.
Like
No, she
fucking-
went with Triple H. Sure, Stephanie kind of brought it down, but she went with Triple H pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the only problem. Like, if you're going to do... mixed tag matches aren't... Thank fuck they're rare.
Yeah.
Because every time they're on, it's a fucking dumpster fire.
Yep.
So you gave it a 1.
Yeah, one.
Yep. Shogo?
I'm giving this also a 1, and I just want to point out Miz, being the heel that he is, missed out on so many opportunities to do some heelish moves.
To steal a line from a great man, I believe the line you're going for is there was a lot of money left on the table.
No, I wasn't going to say that.
No, you weren't.
I wasn't going to say that, Phil, but...
JB's sitting here going, oh, he acknowledged me as a great man.
Oh,
No.
you finally acknowledged your tribal chief. Well done.
I'm your trouble chief. Acknowledge me.
Yeah, and whatever, Johnny. Anyway, no, what I was going to say was Miz is meant to be this, humongous dickbag of a heel. he okay. So when Beth Phoenix got into his face, saying tag yourself out, I want at Maurice. He he could have done the heel thing and just shoved her off and say no, you bring back Edge, or even just
Pie facer.
or hit her. He's a heel. He's meant to act like a heel.
And Beth wound up attacking him at the end of the match anyway.
Yeah, it's like what?
Fucking just hit.
Just hit her.
Heel turn. Hit Beth, and then Beth gets her own back at the end.
Yes, exactly.
It's not fucking rocket surgery.
It's my line.
Look.
Well, you're stealing mine.
Yeah. I was quoting you.
All right. Settle down, Black Machismos. Yeah, look. I'll be happy if I never see this match ever again.
So, I'm going to give my thoughts on it, which was, so look, Edge can still go. I've always thought Beth Phoenix was dull as fuck, so she didn't impress me with this one. Miz is so vanilla. Like, even his wrestling matches are just vanilla. They're just so by the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get Maurice, who she's never been great in the ring. I mean, her claim to fame is she's a 2-time Divas champion. Look at that point in time. Yeah, the Divas belt, where it was an ugly belt with butterflies all over it. Who was she going up against at the time? Michelle McCool and Mickey
Layla.
James,
Layla.
Kelly. Yeah, towards the end of her tenure, that was when like AJ Lee and
Paige
and
Becky, I'm pretty sure.
Caitlyn
Yes.
Caitlyn and the Bellas. Like, you really didn't have the top tier talent that you have now. And she really didn't impress, even when there was a time where being half decent was impressive.
Yeah.
So when you put 4 people who, one of them is great, one of them is vanilla, one of them is boring, and one of them is useless, all in a match, what do you expect to happen? And particularly seeing that 3/4 of them are past their prime.
Yeah.
And even the storyline, who cares? Who gives a shit? Stop wasting your time. Put talent that should be on there that's not a part-timer.
That was such a filler match.
Yeah. And
Meanwhile, you had your Intercontinental Champion and your US Champion in the Rumble. You could have had one of those belts being defended,
well,
maybe.
you know, Shinsuke Nakamura hasn't had a pay-per-view match since SummerSlam.
Yep, that's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. And he has been the Intercontinental Champion since September.
But no one knows because
No
he's
one
never
knows
on
that he's
fucking
still
TV.
on the roster. No one knows he's still on the roster.
That was a meme the other day, actually. I thought they were joking.
No.
They're like, oh, this is your annual reminder that Shinsuke Nakamura is actually still Intercontinental Champion. Because you never fucking see him.
Talking about, wrestlers that should have actually been on there, who misses Damien Sandow? Because I certainly do. Even as Mizdow, he was awesome. And
I still want James Storm.
well, there's that too. But in regards to the Miz versus Edge match, I personally think that Mizdow should have made an appearance. And you know how he, pretty much copies whatever Miz does. Miz comes out with Maurice. Have Sandow.
Sandow comes out with a blow-up doll.
Yeah, or, something. See, he did the same thing with the championship belts. Miz comes out with both both tag team championship belts. Mizdow came out with the toy replica versions of them.
It was good.
It was a lot. It was funny, and he made it work. And
It's hard to sign somebody for a one-night fucking pay-per-view when they work for another company.
Yeah, particularly when they work for the NWA.
well, they somehow managed to get Mickey James.
Yeah, it's because Impact needs the money.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Back
well,
to desperate.
Well, I'm just saying, I would have liked to have seen Mizdow.
Yeah.
Or I would have loved to have seen Damien Sandow. Please come back.
Yeah, but even that gimmick ran its course by the
Yeah.
end, dude.
Yeah.
To be honest.
So then we move on to the final match of the card, which was the Men's Royal Rumble match.
Yay.
So coming out first was AJ Styles. And coming out second was the Intercontinental Champion, Shinsuke Nakamura. I didn't know he was still with the company.
Is he Intercontinental Champion?
Yeah, I know.
He exists,
Yeah, I know.
I think we just had this discussion,
I know.
but I can't remember when.
but he's so forgettable that I forgot that he was there.
Was he there?
Who?
Shinsuke,
Who's Shinsuke?
the Intercontinental Champion.
They have an IC belt in WWE?
Yeah,
What?
yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Shit.
Fuck.
Wow.
I know. Number 3 was Austin Theory.
Who?
Who? What are we, the New Day? Who?
No, I
No, legitimately, who?
no,
Who the
it's-
fuck is he?
No, seriously, like we've got another Austin,
Austin
and his
Aries?
last. Let me get this straight. His last
I
name.
thought Austin Theory was renamed Austin Aries.
His last
No.
name.
I
is
didn't know Austin Theory was a
Theory.
new guy.
So there is one good thing about Austin Theory is in NXT when he was there, he was a hooded cloak, like a hooded figure for one of the higher flights, and all you hear him go is when he de-hoods himself, "It's me, Austin." It was me.
Oh.
That was perfect.
Oh man.
Number 4 coming out was Robert Roode. How wasted is he? Like, he's in a tag team with Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, wait. I know this guy. He's like the unofficial love child of Triple H, right?
He should be in a tag team with James Storm.
Called Beer Money.
Sorry.
Yeah.
About your
And they
damn
have like
luck.
this fucking brilliant tag team, and they're fucking awesome. And they had the Beer Cruiser.
The Boozer Cruiser.
Boozer Cruiser.
Yeah, that one. And they fucking win lots of matches because they're awesome. That would be a good idea. Maybe someone should make that happen. I'm sure James Storm, you could throw some money at him.
You do realise if they hire James Storm, they're just going to release him 6 months later because he's a Triple H guy.
Because
me,
they already did that.
Yeah.
give me a fucking 6 months of fucking beer money.
They hired him and didn't put him with
I
him.
will buy WWE subscription.
No, they brought him on for one night, and they offered him a contract, and he turned it down because he's like, I'm not ready to move to Florida for the developmental.
Fair enough.
I dodged a bullet there.
And Impact actually offered him more money.
I just want beer money back.
Some more
Fucking awesome.
beer money, did they?
Yeah, a lot more beer money apparently.
So Robert Roode was actually the first one to be eliminated. He was eliminated by AJ Styles. And then Shinsuke was eliminated by AJ Styles.
Yeah, you eliminated too early.
And then the next person to come out in number 5 was Ridge Holland.
Who?
Who?
No, seriously. Who the hell
fuck is
is
Ridge
Ridge
Holland?
Holland?
He's Sheamus's right-hand man.
Yeah, but does Sheamus really need a right-hand man? And why does he look like a knockoff version, like a Wish version of Vader?
Why is he wearing a fucking face mask? Did he break his nose too?
Well, it wasn't a gimp mask, so I'll give him that. But he seriously looks like a knockoff version of Vader.
He's just a big beefy dude that's
Except
been stuck
not
in a
as big.
gimmick that's not going to ever fucking take him anywhere.
Coming out 6th was one half of the Street Profits, Montez Ford. He had a good showing.
He
Yeah,
did.
I
actually.
do love Montez.
I've never
Montez's
seen.
a good dude.
I've never seen Montez wrestle before, and I actually liked what he had on show.
He's good. I like the Street Profits.
And he's got a
They're
lot of
fucking good.
personality too.
And
Backstage.
he can wrestle, and his name is actually Montez, which I find quite
Yeah.
amusing.
Montez's a cool name.
Yeah, it really is.
Number
But you've got to be dark-skinned to have that name. You can't be a white guy and be called Montez.
One of the best frog splashes in the business right now.
What about a Latino?
Yeah, probably.
coming out 7th was the United States champion, Damian Priest.
Who?
The guy that looks like Peel from Key and Peele.
The Native American Mexican guy.
Yeah.
What are you trying to be?
Yeah, what are you? I've had this fucking rant about you. What are you?
They seem to think by changing his music and his entrance that is going to define his character more, but it doesn't help if you don't have a character.
I don't know what you are. What are you? You look like a fucking...
I mean,
You look like an Indian chief, but you're Mexican.
Yeah, make him either.
Something.
Build him up as a Native American. I mean, they tried it with Kofi Kingston, trying to make him Jamaican.
Look, man, if you can take an Italian New Yorker and make him a fucking terrorist and name him Muhammad Hassan,
Yeah, but that didn't go down so well.
it doesn't matter. It still fucking works. You can take a fucking Mexican.
It didn't work.
Or
you could take him. You could be a fucking Mexican
Or you can.
and be a Native American.
Or
I know
you
it's
you,
like
you, can, you
racist,
can be you can be a completely white fellow and get run over by a tire over your face and call yourself Lord Tensai.
Or you can be an American guy and bung on an Italian accent and be stupid and call yourself Santino Marella.
but- Yeah, but he was fucking hilarious.
It's worse when
he
you
was-
close your eyes and you picture that because that's what it is.
Wasn't Santina Marilla a chick?
Santina.
Santina.
Yeah.
He should have been in the women's rumble. Fuck, that would have been good.
That would have made it entertaining.
I think it
like
was.
I would have hated it, but it would have been entertaining for.
Yeah, gee, why don't we put Eugene in the men's Royal Rumble too? While
Yes.
we're at it? Yeah.
Why not?
Actually, that would have been cool.
No,
it would
it
have been
wouldn't have.
fucking. It would have been better than fucking. You know.
It would have been better than half the shit that they pulled.
It would have been
man.
better than Ridge fucking Ryback, whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah,
Ridge Holland.
Ridge,
Vader Light.
yeah, fucking Beefcake.
Jesus, I just hit my
Bring
mic.
Eugene in, at least we know who he is. Who the fuck's this Beefcake that can't wrestle?
Coming in 8th was Sami Zayn. And then coming in 9th was Johnny Knoxville.
Fuck yeah.
I'd like to point out that he did a lot more than what I thought he would do. I thought he was just going to go into the ring, get eliminated right away. That's all I thought.
Yeah, have a comedy spot and then get dumped out.
Well, he did a spot with Brock Lesnar in a restaurant for Jackass, I'm pretty sure.
For real.
No, it wasn't Knoxville.
Yeah.
It was Wee Man.
Oh, was it Wee Man?
Yeah, he
Fuck.
F5'd him through a table with that glass and shit on.
Jesus Christ, that's awesome.
But yeah, look.
Good advertisement money.
Johnny Knoxville actually pulled a half decent, and it wasn't a great one, but it was a half decent double leg takedown on Sami Zayn.
Yeah,
And-
something that Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley couldn't do.
No, that's exactly my point. This guy actually did shit.
Yeah.
And I was very entertained by it, and it probably because I was expecting a lot less from Knoxville, but yeah, then he proceeded with a we'll call it a mediocre elbow drop, shall we say.
It was a Dustin Diamond dumbass elbow drop.
Well,
I find it.
And in case you're wondering who Dustin Diamond is, he was Screech in Saved by the Bell.
well, okay, why don't we call it a Dustin Diamond jackass elbow?
No, because when he was on Celebrity Wrestling Show with Hulk Hogan called it the Dustin Diamond dumbass elbow.
Yeah, so we replaced the dumbass with the jackass.
Oh, yeah. That works.
Yeah, but yeah, look, I actually enjoyed Johnny Knoxville being there.
Yeah, he was alright, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible.
Well, he was the next person eliminated by Sami Zayn. And then Sami Zayn was eliminated straight after by AJ Styles. Then out comes number 10, who was Angelo Dawkins, the other half of the Street Profits.
Yeah.
And then in 11th came Omos. I nearly said Giant Gonzalez 2.0. Omos.
Technical brilliance. The technically brilliant wizard that is Omos.
Oh, I see there are some homosexuals in this room.
Shh, don't say homosexuals.
Who promptly eliminated Angelo Dawkins.
I botched that.
Then eliminated Montez Ford. Then eliminated Damian Priest. I've got to read my notes. And then he was eliminated by...
Everybody.
mainly AJ Styles. The next person out after Omos at 12 was Ricochet.
Yeah.
Good old Ricochet. He's good.
Yeah, that Irish guy, Rick O'Shea.
Ricochet. Still better than the other guy,
Look,
Irish guy.
as cool as he is, I'm not a humongous fan of his. I just don't find him.
Because he's fucking buried. Did you see him in NXT? He was brilliant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was brilliant in NXT.
Still couldn't cut a promo.
Yeah, that's
You don't have to
right.
fucking always have
Give
to cut
him
a
a
fucking
manager.
promo.
Give him a manager. You know, fucking Summer Rae's not doing anything. Put her with him.
Yeah, all right.
13th was Chad Gable, one half of Alpha Academy. Number 14 was Dominic Mysterio.
What are they doing with him?
They're trying to build up a feud between Dominic and Ray.
Well, they missed out on a good fucking opportunity for that, didn't they?
Yeah.
Because he got eliminated before Ray could even come out.
What they should do is do a rivalry between Ray and Eddie Guerrero over the custody of Dominic. That would be a really great feud.
Rey Mysterio and Eddie
think-
Guerrero's corpse.
Yeah.
I think they did that already.
Yeah, no.
Chavo Guerrero can come back.
He's-
Ooh,
he's with
Chavo.
AEW.
Ray
Chav-
versus Chavo.
Chavo. Hey,
Oh,
Dominic.
no. Do it Rey Mysterio versus Damian Priest.
Rey Mysterio versus Vicky Guerrero. Over the custody
She
of
works for AEW, man.
over the custody of fully adult Dominic.
Well, what the hell? I've seen Stranger Things in porn, so there you go.
I haven't even seen Stranger Things, so
Don't say Vicky Guerrero and porn in the same sentence.
Excuse me?
the only woman in the world who could ever tame the heart of Johnny more than Alexa Bliss and Natalia is Vicky Guerrero.
It's a deep secret right there.
We're going deep undercover.
Well, she does have some bikini photos, so... You know.
I have seen it.
Don't ever bring that up again. Don't ever bring it up.
Bring something up.
Oh, shit.
Do you think that when Vicky Guerrero orgasms, it's all, excuse me, excuse me?
I don't know, but I sort of want to find out.
Oh, Christ.
All I can think of is Chavo's entrance theme. Ooh, Chav.
Excuse me.
I'm done.
Yeah, Phil, I'm sorry, you're getting demonetized for sure.
We weren't getting monetized to begin with. Number 15 was Happy Corbin.
Look, okay, so I have been out of the loop for quite some time.
Yes.
What the hell has happened to Baron Corbin? Why is he happy Corbin
He lost
now?
a bunch of money, became sad Corbin.
Mm-hmm.
Then he won in Vegas and won a lot of money back, and now he's happy Corbin.
Are you being legit about the sad Corbin?
I am
Yes.
being legit. He was a poor guy who had like a stain on his shirt, was really sad, asked people for money, including John Cena.
And he wrestled in the same clothes every week.
So essentially, he was a gimmick version of Perry Saturn minus the mop,
Exactly.
Yes.
but
Without the tattoo on
and,
his
and,
face.
and 10 times less scary.
A more
Yes.
sane version of him, yes.
Yes.
I don't know what's sadder about Happy Corbin, the fact that he's never been fucking good. He'll never be a champion of
Well,
any fucking
He-
description.
Well,
he'll always be a mid-carder.
Maybe call him Good Corbin. and
Or
then
the
he might
fact that he
work.
had the best entrance music in WWE and they fucked that off too.
I think the license ran out.
Yeah, and the thing about Corbin as well is he's super reliable. Like, he's one of the most reliable mid-carders to have. Like, apparently in the
hell.
ring is like a dream to work with.
Yeah, he'll always show up and do his job, I guess. He's a good worker, but...
And he seems
Yeah,
like a
it's
genuinely nice
just-
dude too.
He fucking hit...
Out of
He
the
hit
ring.
his ceiling really fucking early,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
he's just stayed there.
So then he came out and Ricochet was eliminated and then Dominic Mysterio was eliminated.
So ricocheted out of the ring.
Yes.
They got rid of Dominic Mysterio way too early. That would have been a perfect opportunity for Ray to come out and
The thing is, they teased that too. They had a tag team match, and they threw the Street Profits out of the ring, and then Ray threw Dominic out of the ring, saying, keep eyes in the back of your head, kind of trying to teach him. So they were teasing at it, but yeah, he didn't wait till Ray got in the ring, which is kind of shit.
And then out came Dolph Ziggler. And then came Sheamus in 17th. In 18th came Rick Boogs. Rick Boogs.
Now, before today, I had never heard of Rick Boogs, and I seriously thought you guys were saying boobs.
We were.
I was.
Well, look,
But are you saying boo hands? I was saying boo hands.
I was saying boers.
but yeah, look, you guys ever played Streets of Rage?
Yes.
Yeah, he's like the real life version of Mike Hagar.
That's Final Fight.
Oh, fuck, it is too.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just way into this.
And he was also on Saturday Night Slam Masters.
And he was also on one of the Street Fighters too when they did a crossover.
Yeah, he was too.
Was he? I thought that was Cody and Guy. They
Cur-
were in Street Fighter Alpha 2 and 3.
Yeah, and they were also in what is it?
Mom versus Dad.
No. It was one of the latest Street Fighter games. I think it might have been Street Fighter 5. I think they included Mike Hagar.
Is it one of the ones that Low Tier God gets pissed off about whenever he loses and gets salty and quits and then sits there in his fucking chat room saying, "Get that ass banned."
Don't know, but either way, that's not the point.
Look up Low Tier God if you want to laugh.
I'll try and remember that.
Yeah.
But look, my point is, never heard of him before. I actually thought he was actually pretty cool. He's got the right moves, and the guy is enormous. He does military presses with the guys before chucking them out of the ring.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
The guy
He's jacked.
He's looking real Jack, baby. Looking real Jack.
Considering his entire fucking gimmick is playing a guitar,
Yeah, he
like
plays guitar.
Shinsuke's fucking like,
Like legit plays it. He played Randy
And then-
Orton's theme too.
and then he gets into the fucking ring and he's a monster. And it's like, wow, you're like sort of what Elias was sort of like.
Yeah, Elias was
Speaking of, where
Jack
the
too.
fuck is he?
Who cares?
He left the company.
There you go.
He what?
Yeah, Elias left the company if I'm not mistaken.
I thought he just left and was going to refresh his character because they had those vignettes where he was coming back.
Yeah, and then they'd let him go.
Oh shit!
I liked
Pretty
Elias.
sure they dropped Elias.
I couldn't care less about
I
Elias.
really liked Elias.
I liked him too because he could actually talk and knew what pissed people off.
Yeah,
and
he
people
was
liked him
like
for it.
he was a good heel.
Yeah,
He was a good baby face too.
yeah.
The problem was they didn't give him long enough to be a babyface. He was a babyface for about 3 weeks, and then they turned him heel and put him in a feud with Jeff Jarrett.
Double G.
In a guitar versus guitar match.
E-double-T. It's Double J. Jeff Jarrett. Ain't he great? Sorry, I had to get that whole shtick in there. Coming out at 19 was Madcap Moss.
Who?
The guy who looked like our mate Ross.
Oh, Madcap
that
Ross.
Madcap Ross.
Madcap Ross.
guy. Oh, yeah. It's Suspenders McGee.
That's
This
the
is-
male version of Misty.
His
Actually, he was.
Yeah.
He was.
He was a playgirl fucking lumberjack.
I love how his overalls perfectly cover his nipples. Good man.
Hey, they have to censor female nipples, then censor male ones too.
Don't say Misty.
Anyway.
Moving
So-
on.
And after that happened, a few people got eliminated. Austin Theory got eliminated by AJ Styles.
Thank God for that.
Ridge Holland got eliminated by AJ Styles.
Who?
Ridge Holland.
Yeah, thank God.
Uh,
Oh, yeah. Vader Light.
Ridgeback.
Ryback and Ridgeback. They could be the hit squad.
There's only one hit squad.
Chad Gable got eliminated by Rick Boogs.
Good old Charlie Haas. Good to see you still going.
And then AJ Styles got eliminated by Madcap Moss.
Yeah, wasn't a fan of that moment. And I honestly... AJ was doing really well. I thought he was going to... Yeah, I honestly thought he was going to pull a Benoit
Yeah, I
on
thought he
this.
could have been a fucking Final Four.
Yeah, be careful when you say pull a Benoit because you do also realise that Shawn Michaels did the same thing in 1995, right?
Oh, well...
And Ray.
He's
Ray was number 2.
No, he's number 2. You're right. But come on, that's pretty
So
much
did
number 1.
there's only 2 people that have gone coast to coast from number 2, and that's Rey Mysterio and Vince McMahon.
Oh, there
Vince
you go.
doesn't count.
Vince
He won the
totally
Royal
counts.
Rumble.
He won a Rumble.
Okay,
won
fine.
a
Okay, fine then. I thought AJ was going to pull a Benoit / Michaels.
HBK.
Oh, HBK.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. And I got to admit, I was disappointed when what's his face?
AJ Styles got eliminated.
Yeah, when what's his face eliminated AJ Styles.
Ross.
Ross.
Ross Moss, whatever
Ross.
his name is.
Ross.
I don't care.
Madcap Ross.
Jimmy Robinson.
I was very disappointed because I was expecting. Oh, in the back of my head, I'm thinking, oh, AJ could win this. He could win this. Nope.
I wanted him to win it.
So did I.
You know. Pardon me. And then after that, Baron Corbin eliminated Rick Boogs. I was,
Sorry,
I was
it's
bummed
Happy
about
Corbin?
that too. Yeah, it was
Can't
Happy
believe
Corbin.
Happy Corbin eliminated Rick Boogs.
And then after that, Matt Riddle came out at number 20.
That was pretty cool.
Bro.
But I don't like the fact that he rides a scooter now.
He owns that scooter company.
Yeah,
And he's a
Legit.
massive stoner. What do you fucking expect?
a skateboard, like real stoners.
Yeah, skateboards are more
No,
prone to
because
incidents.
they've got someone in NXT who comes out on a skateboard.
Well,
And you got Darby Allin in AEW. 21 was Drew McIntyre. And 22 was Kevin Owens.
yeah, that was pretty cool.
23 was Rey Mysterio.
Yeah,
It
but
was probably about 10 too late for Rey Mysterio, to be
Yeah,
honest.
get him in there after Dominic and
Yeah,
they can
he-
fuck around together for a while.
Exactly.
And
then
it would
Ray
have
can-
set up them having...
And then Dominic can like accidentally eliminate Ray or some shit.
Or Ray accidentally eliminates Dominic.
Yeah, there you go.
or have him teach his son a lesson, kind of thing, saying,
They were setting that up on Raw.
yeah, I
Yeah.
know, but they could have played on that in this Rumble, and they didn't.
And then Madcap Moss got eliminated by Drew.
Who?
Thank God.
Drew. Drew. So it was, and Happy Corbin also got eliminated by Drew.
Yay.
Happy Corbin was sad about that.
Yeah, it was sad.
So is
Corbin
he
again.
sad Corbin now?
Maybe.
Or is he bad Corbin because he was too bad at his job to win the Rumble? Not to, you know what I mean.
And that'll make him mad, Corbin.
In coming out 24th was Kofi Kingston.
Now,
He was promptly eliminated by Sheamus.
Now, I've
Did
just
he
read
botch?
something. I just read something about this. Kofi's big spot was mistimed, and he was legitimately eliminated when he wasn't meant to be. Apparently, the worst spot's planned after with Big E. So that's a pretty big botch.
Yeah, that looked like it was a botch. Like he was supposed to land on the railing and that. I think maybe it's high time that Kofi Kingston sort of scales these sort of spots down.
No, he can.
It is the human
fucking
highlight
rest.
reel of it.
I mean, the problem is that barricade's like foam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
like
know-
it's a frame and then it's foam all the way around it.
Yeah, you need to land on something sort of solid.
Reading that, it said it was mistimed, so I'm guessing whoever actually knocked him off wasn't meant to knock him off, and Kofi was meant to jump further.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Sheamus eliminated him.
Yeah. So I think he ran a bit
Did-
too quickly.
Did Sheamus eliminate him, or did Kofi eliminate Kofi?
Oh, Brett screwed Brett. Sheamus. Oh wait, no, he's not getting eliminated yet. Next person out there in 25th was Otis, the other half of Alpha Academy. 26th entrant was Big E. I thought he was going to be the guy who won it. You know, his title reign was not long enough, and it would have been nice for him to get the win in this and then go to WrestleMania and get the title and have a decent run with it. Number 27 was Bad Bunny. Look, I know Bad Bunny is pretty good
Can go.
in the ring. He can go. But I kind of think he should have gone somewhere else, and we got an actual wrestler on the card. That's just my opinion.
Yep. I as good as he was, I'm not a big fan. His spot lasted way too long.
He did, however, eliminate Sheamus, and he did eliminate Dolph Ziggler. So props to him, but
He'll be back at Mania.
and Rey Mysterio was eliminated by Otis. Then coming out at 28 was JB's second favorite wrestler, Shane O'Mac.
Oh man,
Yeah, buddy. Here comes the money.
that was actually pretty cool.
That was pretty cool, but again, I think that spot should have been for someone else, like someone who's actually on the roster. Maybe
Vince McMahon.
Maybe, actually, I think they should have brought NXT champion Bron Breakker up for it.
Yeah, it would have been good.
That would have been cool.
And let him cut a promo too, because now all his promos seem to involve a reference to mathematics.
So he's got like a 2/3 in one chance of winning.
Well, that's what his uncle talks about. 29th was Randy Orton, the hometown hero.
Yeah,
I'm genuinely
take-
surprised he didn't win the Rumble.
take it or leave it. Yeah.
Well, he's going to have the feud with Matthew Riddle. So,
That is true.
but Shane O'Mac eliminated Kevin Owens. I was bummed about that. I wanted Kevin Owens to at least stand a bit of a chance.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad he. I'm kind of glad he did. Just Shane can still move for a 50-something-year-old man.
Yeah, but I mean Kevin
Shooting
Owens.
star press.
Man.
Yes, he can.
And then the next person eliminated was Big E. He was eliminated by Randy Orton. And then Otis was eliminated by the combined total of RK Bro. And then out comes number 30. And our Sheamus pretty much called it just as it was about to happen. The now former WWE champion Brock Lesnar, who came out and eliminated Randy Orton. He eliminated Bad Bunny.
Yay.
He eliminated Riddle. He eliminated Shane O'Mac. And then it was down to him and Drew. And he eliminated Drew McIntyre to win the 2022 Royal Rumble, which will then set him up to go back to SmackDown and challenge Roman Reigns for the Blue Universal Championship. So, Sheamus, what are your thoughts on that match?
The match as a whole, I enjoyed it. Like, it had good bits and it also had bad bits. Like, there was quite a number of people there that are just not used well. A couple of them are quite boring, to be honest. I'll give it just a 3 out of 5. Like, it was solid. Wasn't the best Rumble in the world, but it also wasn't the worst by a mile. So I enjoyed it. And the end was, as soon as Lesnar lost that match to Lashley, I knew that he was going to appear and most likely win. And I can nearly guarantee you that he's going to now challenge Reigns for the championship. That's just leading
For the
to
chip and chip.
the chip and chip, yeah. Chip and chip, he's going to eat it.
It's the chip and chip.
Yeah, I can nearly guarantee that's going to happen. It was pretty obvious. Like, before that, didn't have a clue who was going to win on either.
So you gave it a 3?
Yes.
Yep. Johnny?
Yeah, 3.
3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just bog standard Rumble. Like, nothing really stood out. I don't know if I expected more. You know, I guess the Kofi botch is a thing, but I didn't really care about Kofi. Yeah, Johnny Knoxville being in it was funny. Bad Bunny being in it, you know, whatever. At least he's a celebrity that sort of seems to give a shit about being around wrestling because he seems to train for it. And but yeah, Brock Lesnar winning it, I guess, sets up Roman versus Brock pretty good. But it was a little bit, I don't know why it feels anticlimactic, but it does.
Yeah.
Like, you could have had, the world was your oyster before that point. But then Brock comes out and wins it, and you know why. But, yeah, it's just like, fuck, is it the same? Is it going to be Brock versus Roman again?
Yeah.
Like, again?
Yeah, like, we've seen the match 1,000 times. I think it's...
Again, like, it's just a fucking, it's an 18-month cycle.
Yeah.
Didn't they wrestle at WrestleMania, like, fucking
3 years ago?
Manias ago? 3 Manias ago?
Yeah.
And they wrestled at, like, a SummerSlam? Like, we've seen it. Like, why are we doing it again?
And they had a cage match as well.
Yeah, except now this time Roman's the heel and Brock's the face.
Yeah.
Instead of Brock being the heel and Roman being the half face. It's like, we've fucking done this. Like, okay, maybe we don't want Roman versus Drew again this quickly. We could have had Roman versus AJ or... I mean, I don't know who you'd put up against Roman at this point. I guess Brock makes the most sense. Or maybe you could have extended the fucking Rollins feud a little bit longer.
I mean, they just moved Big E back from Raw to SmackDown. Get him to win it and put him against Roman Reigns. Have him be the guy. Seeing they've built up this feud between the Bloodline and the New Day. You know, because we've had to sit through Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods versus the Usos about 30 times too many now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have him go against Roman Reigns for the belt, beat him, and then end it. End it, the whole fucking feud between those two factions. End it.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Yep.
I don't know. It's just like, play it again, Sam. Like
Or Kevin Owens. What was so wrong with giving it to Kevin Owens? Or
'Cause
AJ Styles?
Vince doesn't fucking like Kevin Owens.
And I mean, Finn Balor's not even in this.
Yeah.
Vince hates
Finn
Finn
Balor's
Balor
not even in this. We've got Bad Bunny, we got Shane O'Mac, and we don't have Finn fucking Balor.
because Vince hates Finn.
Yeah, well, Vince hates fucking reality.
Oh, it doesn't fucking matter what anyone thinks. It's Vince's company.
Vince wasn't even there.
He needs to die before anything changes.
Yeah,
CM
but
Punk
he's
was
gonna sell the
right.
company.
CM Punk was right. The only way the company's going to change is when Vince is dead. And then his fucking doofus son-in-law is going to take it over.
No.
Although
It should be better.
His doofus son-in-law isn't going to take it over. Or his daughter. I don't even know where Stephanie is.
Stephanie's still there. She's the chief brand.
COO.
Yeah, she's the chief branding officer, and the
Because Trips isn't COO anymore.
no, and Bruce Pritchard's head of creative.
What a fucking
There's a
mistake that was.
problem.
Yeah, there you go. Lack of look. I would rather them bring Vince Russo back as head of creative at this point.
Something needs to change. Like, this company is just on a fucking repeat cycle for so long.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be excited about Roman vs. Brock because it's probably going to be a good match, but
Which is why.
fuck me. Like,
but
how's it going to be any different to what we've
I
already
was
seen?
excited for Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley, and it just fizzled.
Yeah.
It was just a stale fart.
That should have been your Mania match.
Which is why I'm so much more excited for AEW events these days. They're just so much more entertaining because they got fresh stuff. Like, that's not the same shit you just see over and over. And don't get me wrong, I'm not an AEW fanboy, but I do enjoy good wrestling, and that's good wrestling. Like, Cody Rhodes versus Sammy Guevara, that shit was probably one of the best ladder matches that I've ever seen, and I still rate the WrestleMania 17 ladder match as my favorite of all time.
Yeah.
It rivals that. That's how good it was. And that was only 2 people, not 3 tag teams.
Yeah.
What would you give the Royal Rumble out of 5?
I gave it a pretty flat 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Seamus?
I gave it a 3.5. There was very good matches, but there was also just throwaway matches like the Edge tag team match.
No, I meant the Royal Rumble match itself.
Oh, I already rated it.
Did you?
Yeah, you asked me first. I gave it a 3.
Oh, okay. Shogo.
Yeah, you didn't ask me, you prick. No, I honestly would have given it a 3. There were just wrestlers that I didn't really give a shit about. Like Ridge, whatever the fuck his name is, being one of them.
Ridge Holland.
That
Austin Theory. Austin Theory is Vince McMahon's new pet project. He thinks he's going to be a star.
why?
But he doesn't think Finn Balor's going to be a star.
Yeah, he doesn't think Finn Balor's going to be a star, but he thinks Austin Theory is going to be a star. And
Fucking dumb cunt.
Austin Theory is like the Miz. He is just vanilla as fuck.
Well, not to mention his name is Austin Theory, whereas you got a guy with a name like Finn Balor, and
I
that
see
sounds
Austin Theory's
way
name pop
more
up on
badass.
like the botch pages and shit, and I honestly thought it was Austin Aries being like rebadged.
No, Austin Aries. No major promotion will touch the real Austin Aries
Yeah.
because he's just like,
He's a prick to work with.
Yeah, apparently
Yeah.
he's insufferable.
Yeah. No one can stand him.
I mean, look what he did in Impact when John Morrison beat him for the Impact World title. He no-sold Starship Pain.
Wow.
He lost the title, he got up and he walked out, and he no-sold it.
Jesus.
Yeah, and John Morrison's just sitting there going, I don't know what his problem is. I've seen his interview with Chris Van Vliet, and he sits there and goes, I don't know what his problem is. Chris Van Vliet interviewed Austin Aries, and he's like, oh, John Morrison's this and John Morrison's that, and I've been playing politics and blah, blah, blah. And John Morrison's like, I didn't do any of that. So, Austin Aries, great wrestler, prick of a person.
And also not Austin Theory.
Yeah, well, okay. Anyway, yeah, Austin Theory. I could not give a shit about him, and there were just too many wrestlers in that I did not give a shit about. Having Brock Lesnar come out at 30, just you know that feeling of disappointment that we all got when we found out that Batista was number 30 that one time. And
I wasn't totally disappointed, but
I was. Yeah, and we were all expecting Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Oh, that was when Rey Mysterio came out 30.
Yeah.
That was
fuck.
the year Batista won it for WrestleMania
That's
30.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. Sorry. I'm getting shit mixed up here, but yeah, we were thoroughly disappointed because we were expecting Daniel Bryan, and we're like, oh yeah, Daniel Bryan, and no, and yeah, it was a bit like that, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, here we go, Brock Lesnar's gonna win this. Oh yep, Brock Lesnar won this. Oh yay, another Brock Lesnar match. Yay.
That's the anticlimactic, I felt.
I keep giving the Royal Rumble so many chances. It's like a terrible ex that begs you to take it back, and just you always do because you're a pathetic loser.
And she gives really good head.
Oh yeah, that too. But in the WWE's case, it's I suppose they gave us good matches like the Piper Niven one, but
What does everybody want?
oh man, Al Snow, if you're listening to this, please do something.
He
What's he gonna
works for
do?
Impact.
I
Yeah,
know
he
he
works for
I know he
Impact.
works for Impact, but Jesus
He's
Christ.
900 years old. The problem with WWE is they keep letting all their fucking talent go.
Yeah,
Don't
'cause
hold on to
No, the
anyone.
whole problem with the company is there's an 80-year-old man who is not in touch with reality.
Anyway, sorry. Back to my original point. Yeah, I give this I give the men's Royal Rumble a. I'll give it a 3. Because
But not the worst.
partially because there were moments I really enjoyed. There were wrestlers that I really liked being there. As much as it pains me to say this, but Johnny Knoxville being there was one of the highlights. As much as it pains me to say that, he was actually fun to watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have to watch this match ever again, and I choose not to.
It's not
if
going to
I
be
can
one of those
avoid it.
memorable rumbles that you watch on repeat.
Yeah, it's like, it's like with that Rumble where okay. So one of the most memorable Rumbles for me was when the Too Cool all danced while the Rumble was happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had Rikishi, Scotty Tuati, and Grandmaster Sexy.
Oh yeah, that moment for me was memorable.
That was 2001, I think.
I cannot remember the year I was.
And Rikishi eliminated both of the.
I remember I was still in
Climbers.
high school for it. Yeah, yeah, that happened. I mean, it's the Rumble, and it sort of made me hate Rikishi for it.
Ah,
but
they knew.
yeah, you know.
No, we all know your favorite Royal Rumble, Shokes. It was the 2007.
Wait, is this the Miss Rumble swimsuit contest?
No.
No.
No. It's because it was the one where we noticed that it had Big Dick Dupree in it.
Renee
Oh,
Dupree.
yes.
Yeah, Big Dick Dupree.
Yeah, whatever.
That was the one Taker won
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
because of Big Dick Dupree.
I
And Taz doing that. I'm a French guy. That always got it over.
anyway.
My favorite
Well-
was the one that Trips won.
Which
it was
one?
Angle and the one where Angle and Trips is the last two.
2002.
Yeah, that was where Goldust I think came back as well
Yes.
as Mr. Perfect.
Yes.
That was a good one.
Because that led to Triple H versus Chris Jericho at
Yes.
WrestleMania for the Undisputed Championship.
Yes, it did.
And it was Triple H returning from his injury in 2001.
Yes.
See, we've had good Rumbles before, but this was not one of them.
No.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
That's why I thought the women's one was more interesting than the men's one.
but the women's one wasn't even that good.
Oh, the women's one was
Both the
alright.
Rumbles were the fucking same. We had Rousey come back at the end, and you know she's going to win it.
It's yeah.
And then you had
two
Lesnar come back at the end, and you know he's going to win it.
It's two ex-UFC people that are part-timers coming back and winning the Rumble because Vince McMahon doesn't trust his talent that are on his roster to be able to sell WrestleMania tickets. Because he can't
heaven
come
forbid
up...
fucking Finn Balor winning a Rumble.
Yeah. He
Or
can't...
Asuka winning a Rumble. Or
yeah.
fucking
Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss winning a Rumble.
I mean, it writes itself, this shit.
It's
and
so
yet-
easy, and you've just never seen a company fuck it up so bad.
yeah,
It's literally all there. Like, you can just fucking... This shit almost writes itself. Just listen to the fucking crowd. They'll tell you who they want.
JB, you've seen the movie Days of Thunder, right?
I have.
Right. When Tom Cruise's character keeps fucking up in races and blowing the engine and whatever, and the team principal dude, he puts them all in a room and he sits there and goes, "You know how you're supposed to win a race? By finishing a race. And out there we look like a monkey fucking a football."
Mm-hmm.
That's what WWE is to me. It's a monkey fucking a football.
Just listen to the fucking crowd. They'll tell you who they want. They want Finn Balor. They want fucking...
Asuka.
They want Asuka.
They want Alexa Bliss to be Alexa Bliss, not
Yeah.
a knockoff of The Fiend.
Who she's still never fucking explained that fucking gimmick.
Well, now they're trying to say that Lily was an imaginary. She imagined the doll. But they're also hinting that she might actually be coming back as normal Alexa Bliss.
As long as she explains what the fucking dumb gimmick was. And I get the feeling she's not going to.
No. But, I mean, why put Charlotte in the Royal Rumble?
Yeah, why do you have the defending champion in the Rumble? It's for the fucking... The winner gets to pick your champion. Unless you fucking really fuck the fans over. And Charlotte wins the Rumble, and we do get 20 minutes of her at WrestleMania just
Charlotte versus Charlotte.
just proclaiming.
In a
she's-
Charlotte match.
Yeah, she fucking she picks herself, and then we just get 20 minutes of Charlotte
that would have.
just talking.
I don't know. I reckon it would have been a bit like who was it that fought the Invisible Man again?
I don't know, but you had that tag team match where it was the McMahons versus Shawn Michaels and God.
Oh
Yeah.
Christ!
But I actually have a question for Sheamus. For Shay.
Yo.
Do you think that the WWE women's division, in Vince's eyes, is only Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, and Bayley, and that everyone else is more or less irrelevant?
And Ronda Rousey.
And Ronda Rousey, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately I do. I mean, you had ladies like Toni Storm. You still have ladies like Bianca Belair,
Asuka.
fucking Rhea Ripley, like Io Shirai and all that stuff. You still had all of those ladies who so much talent, but you still see the same four. Don't get me wrong, Becky and Charlotte are good. They're very good, but you have to freshen it up. You can't just have the same two on different variants fighting the same people over and
Yeah.
over and over. It just gets stale.
I mean, you've got over in NXT, you've got Bea Priestley. I think her name's something Priestley. And you've got yeah, she can work. You've got Priestley. You've got Kaylee Ray. I mean, these are talented people that have worked around the world.
Xylee.
Xia Li. And you've also got like Indy Hartwell.
Yep, Shotzi.
Yeah, Shotzi's great.
Yeah, and she got like all of about 2 seconds at the end of the Rumble. She didn't even get a good showing.
Yeah, it's just pointless crap. But it's all around getting Sasha Banks, Bailey. I mean, Bailey's been cleared.
Yeah, they could have
She
put her in
wasn't
there.
in there. But we've got useless people like Summer Rae and Cameron.
Carmella.
And Carmella. Like, why is she? I know she's with fucking Corey Graves.
That's exactly why she's still there.
Because she is hard as hell, and you can't teach that.
But
Bring him back.
yeah. Oh, I just don't get it. Anyway, look, we're going to move right on. We're going to go for the big score of the pay-per-view. So, JB, we'll start with you. What would you give the pay-per-view out of 5 cheese graters?
As a whole, I'm going to have it straight down the fucking middle. 2.5 out of 5.
2.5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bang average.
Seamus?
I'll go with the 3.
3 cheese graters?
Yeah, 3 cheese graters. Some good, some bad, some absolutely terrible. It evens out to about average.
Shogo?
I'll give it 3 cheese graters out of 5. And, yeah, again, the most memorable match was probably the Piper Niven versus Becky Lynch match, which I really enjoyed. Yeah, that even though that wasn't really enough to get the bad taste out of my mouth after watching all the rest of the, horrible things.
Yeah, I'm going to give it 3 cheese graters out of 5 as well. Like, it had some really great moments, but then the Brock Lesnar match and the Edge Beth versus Miz and Maurice match just really sucked the life out of this entire pay-per-view. And then
Yeah, let's never talk about that one again.
the men's match was just predictable. It really was predictable.
Yeah.
And I think WWE has really got to start thinking about what they're doing, because it started off so well.
Yeah.
It started off so
It seemed
well.
like I was genuinely excited for the pay-per-view, but now that it's over, I'm like
Now
fucking
I'm
deflated, I guess.
I'm sitting here going, why do I want to watch WrestleMania?
I drove all the way from Townsville for this.
Yeah.
You drove all the way from Townsville for a pizza.
Oh, that too. By the way, since my first little podcast appearance, have you guys been rating everything in cheese graters now?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
Only for the wrestling
Yeah.
podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ah.
All right. So, well, we're gonna pull it up here.
Yeah, I gotta hit the road. I'm gonna go back to Townsville now. See you guys.
What,
till
now or tomorrow?
now. See you next time.
What, you're going back to Townsville now?
No.
Oh.
Shogo Hida died on the way back to his home planet.
I'm from Japan, dickhead.
Well, Shogo, you
Yeah,
want to say
buddy.
goodbye?
Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for having me. And, yeah, hopefully I'll see you the next... Well, I might not see you the next big thing, but...
Yeah, you'll be here for WrestleMania.
We'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Seamus?
Yeah, like a very average pay-per-view, but Rumble always delivers with nostalgia hits here and there, so not bad. Better than some other pay-per-views we've seen.
JB?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, it wasn't good. It was average, but you know what? Is what it is. Vince McMahon won't pull his head out of his ass, and we'll keep getting rehashed shit for the next until he dies.
Yeah.
Until someone wants to fucking have the balls to buck the trend and think outside the fucking box for once. But we won't get that unless AEW starts a genuine war, and then it becomes about ratings again.
Yeah.
But AEW's got a long way to go for that to happen.
Well, they're beating Raw in the ratings.
Well, they're going to have to keep it up because it's not enough for Vince to pull the fucking pin on anything.
Oh, yeah.
Same old, same old.
Well, on behalf of these guys, on behalf of JB, Shogo, Seamus, and for Tim, it is goodbye for now. We will see you I don't know if we're going to do Elimination Chamber, but we are going to do WrestleMania, so
Jeddah doesn't count.
yeah, it doesn't count. It's blood money, and Beck would murder me anyway if we did one on the Jeddah podcast. So, anyway, until then, it is goodbye. Thank you, bye.